Hey Sagittarius, it's Robin here with Intuitive Tarot Empath. I hope this video finds you well. This is your general reading for July 2018. In the event that this does or does not resonate with you, go check out the videos for your sun, moon, and or rising sign so you can get the most amount of information about the energies that follow you throughout the end of June, throughout July, and the beginning of August. So with that said, I'm going to shuffle the cards with your energy in mind. Yeah, and if you don't want to watch this part, feel free to fast forward. Alright, so what are the energies that are surrounding Sagittarius for July 2018? Alright, so I think we have about 3 more shuffles in there, and then we'll see what's up with you guys. Or girls. People. What's up with you people? So 1, 2, 1 more. 3. Alright, so I'm going to divide the deck into 3. I think this one wants to do a little speaking today. So what we have is the Emperor in reverse. The 8 of Swords is what's crossing you. The 4 of Swords, the Temperance in reverse, the 10 of Swords in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the 3 of Pentacles. So it seems that you Sagittarians had quite a stressful, overwhelming decision to make regarding something that you are very closely connected to in a way that is either contractual or because it's a 7 of Cups. So 7s in astrology are about the relationships we have, like friends and enemies, contracts, business partners, that kind of stuff. So I think that there's something that you're very closely connected to that you had to make a big decision about, but you've made the decision. And it's led you in a very interesting direction. I think that for some of you Sagittarians, the decision that you had to make led to a little bit of disappointment because it meant that either that you had to give up something or give away something, and it's because of that disappointment that you don't see the opportunities that you still have working in your favor. And I think that for some of you, it also meant having to give up old habits that weren't necessarily so good. Yeah, I'm seeing that, like, there's a big, once again with the 4 of Cups, I'm getting that there's a big decision that you had to make, or maybe that you were forced into making because there's the 8 of Swords that's crossing you. You guys have had to do, wow. You guys, it almost seems like you were possibly forced into a decision, either at work or in a relationship, that made you give up a lot of things, a lot of old habits, that made you give up a lot of things that you were very emotionally connected to. And it's almost like I keep getting this feeling that you're giving up an old way of life, and it's like you didn't necessarily want to have to give it up, but something happened where you had to. Sorry, I'm moving the camera a little bit. So what we have is the Emperor in reverse. So once again, I have this feeling that some Sagittarians, not all but some, are feeling as though things are a little bit out of control right now. So either like with a work situation, it could have been that you lost the job. Either there was like a downsizing, or in a relationship, I want to say that there was news that came to light in the relationship that made you feel as though things were out of control. I would also say that like this has to do with the home, feeling as though like you're not necessarily in rule right now. And then what's crossing you is the Eight of Swords. So this feeling that like whatever it is that makes you feel as though it's out of control is also making you feel like you're standing still. Like you don't even know how to move forward with this. Like you've been given this information, you're like, where do I go from here? So because the Eight of Swords is all about something that's weighing on your mind, and it's like you're feeling so, like these are the cards that are surrounding you in like the recent past and the present are these cards of like anxiety, of being in your own head. And what's interesting is that Sagittarians, like this could be going on for you internally, but like externally, that's not what a Sagittarian is going to show you. In fact, a Sagittarian is probably going to be, you know, continuing or trying their best to continue on the way that life had been going before they got this bad news. Like nothing is bad enough to bring a Sagittarian down in front of other people. But I think that when you're on your own, you know, you're kind of, you feel like life is changing for you. You've had to do a lot of contemplation, a lot of reflection, a lot of being in your own head. Some of you, it might be, you know, staying out of social situations, staying home, really taking time to think about what your next moves are going to be so that you can come out of this anxiety-producing situation that you've been dealt. You know, you're coming out of a time when you really felt as though there's not enough space left on my body to stick another sword in me. So, you know, Sagittarians, I think that you've done the reflecting and now you're ready to move forward. But I think that definitely you're working very hard on getting your balance back, because I think that whatever this news, whatever the secret was that was revealed, really threw you for a loop. And I don't think that it was your choice to move forward. And I think it was something that really weighed on you heavily, both emotionally and mentally. And so it threw you off balance. And now, you know, you're trying to get your footing. Because I think that whatever it was, you were really like pouring yourself into it emotionally. It's something that you were extremely connected to. So like I said, either with a relationship or with a work situation. But what's interesting is that you've learned some lessons, and now you're ready to get back out there. So we have the Page of Pentacles here. So the Page of Pentacles is about, to me, it's about communicating some sort of offering, and like on a new level. So like Page of Pentacles is also a grounded energy, stable, solid. Pentacles are usually that kind of energy surrounding them, like kind of slow moving. So this is you ready to like put your resume out there again. This is you, you know, ready to give yourself to someone again. This is you, if you're in a situation where a secret was revealed and then it kind of changed the course of things because you had to change. You know, this is you offering up to that person, like, I'm going to be a different person now. I'm going to not do the things that I did before that maybe were a little reckless or, you know, a little, like, I just feel like for some Sagittarians, like, there was a lot of good times and, you know, like partying and being out with friends and all that kind of stuff. And I think that something came in for some of you that then changed the way that you were doing things, or you had to change the way that you were doing things because of it. So this is you kind of offering up your new self. Or if this is a work reading, like I said, this is you putting yourself out there again. This is you applying for the jobs. Or if this is, you know, you looking for new relationships, this is you willing to put your heart out there again. And I think that what comes around you is this King of Cups energy. So you need to be careful, though, because the King of Cups in reverse can be, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. King of Cups in reverse can be, like, you meet somebody who's very sensitive and emotionally invested and, like, emotionally mature, but sometimes King of Cups can be a little moody. You know what I mean? But this person is surrounding you, so I feel like you put yourself out there, and what comes back is this great emotional connection with a new person. And it mirrors and matches the Emperor, which is you right now. So the Emperor in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse, I think, balance each other. Two of Pentacles balance each other very nicely. So this new person coming in, this King of Cups energy coming in, and King doesn't have to be a man. It can be a woman. It's gender non-specific. So I think that this person who comes in balances you very well. Or this person that comes in, if this is a boss who's offering you a job, offers you something that brings you back into balance. But either way, the introduction of this person into your life rebalances you. And even though the waters behind you are still kind of rocky and choppy, you get your shit together and really juggle those pentacles. You're communicating your thoughts more. So like I said, this could be, you know, this could be a new person that you're getting into a relationship with, or this could even be a person that you had previously been in a relationship with who kind of told you a secret, or a secret was revealed in the relationship, and now the two of you are trying to work it out and finding balance within that. So the Moon card is all about the secrets. So that's why I keep saying that I think that there was some sort of secret revealed. So the Moon can also be a trickster. So you think that things are one way, but they're really the opposite of what you think they are. You poor Sagittarians have really been through the ringer. I think that whoever this person was, if it was a boss or if it was a relationship, you know, a partner, a friend, a family member, they really did a number on you. There was a lot. I feel like maybe there was a period of time where it seemed like every time you turned around, they were revealing something new, or there was, you know, you felt like they weren't being honest with you. And so every time you turned around, there was like a new secret being revealed. And so I think a fear of yours is that they're not done yet, but I believe that they are. I think that with that ten of Swords, I think that suggests that you know, the revelations are done. So I don't think that there's any more tricksters in your midst. But the Moon is also saying that you're going to continue to be wary of that because of how much you learned that changed things in such a short amount of time. And what I see for you guys in the outcome of all of this is you're, you know, getting back out there, you're putting yourself out there, you're balancing your life again, is for some of you, these relationships, if this is a relationship reading for you, some of these relationships could end in marriage because sometimes the Three of Pentacles is the marriage card. Like I said, this is a general reading, so I'm just trying to go along with what the cards, you know, mean in all of these different scenarios. So for some of you, this is putting out the resume, meeting the King of Cups, who's the boss, and then getting a new job. For some of you, like I said, this is marrying the person who, you know, you were in the relationship with, who, or like leading to the path of. Remember that tarot is all about free will. So like I can tell you where it's going, but then you can decide whether or not that's the direction you want to go in. This could also be saying that the King of Cups energy that you meet is somebody who you see as a potential, you know, a potential mate for life, like you know, that you could end up marrying that person. Or on the opposite end of the spectrum, You know, where you're continuing to fear that more secrets are going to be revealed. Sometimes threes can be about if you're in a relationship, you know, and you're afraid that more bad news is going to be revealed. This could be a partner telling you that, you know, there's a third person involved in the goings on. But let's keep it positive. Let's say that it's more going towards the marriage stuff. But I just wanted to give you all of the options. The only reason why I'm being I don't know, I felt like that was a little net, but you guys have been through so much according to these cards, and I really, really feel for you. I love Sagittarians. They are my favorite people. They're so energetic and so lively and so adventurous. Nothing is ever boring with a Sagittarian. In fact, my two most significant relationships, and I know that I've probably said this before, were with Sagittarians. But you don't want to pin a Sagittarian down, and I feel like whoever this person was did. Excuse me, they found a way to pin you down. Let's see. There's so many cards that I have questions about. Let's see about that moon card, because let's see about secrets revealed. About tricksters. Okay, one. Oh, all right. All right, so we have the snake. We have the whipping priest, and then I need one more card. I feel like some of you Sagittarians feel as though if this is a love reading, for those Sagittarians who stayed in a relationship with somebody who revealed a lot of secrets that then kind of changed the course of your relationship with them, you're second guessing yourself as to whether or not it was a good decision to stay. Very interesting. These are very interesting cards. So the cards that came up are the snake, the flagellating priest, and the key. So if you'll notice, I feel like the person who held the secret held on to it really, really tightly and almost like nurtured it and mothered it and kept it to themselves. And I want to say that like there was a lot of you intuitively knowing that something wasn't right, but kind of like beating yourself up over it and like feeling really sick about it and feeling really upset about it and like, you know, come on, tell me, come on, tell me, come on, tell me. And then being like, why am I not strong enough to leave this if I'm feeling as badly about this as I am right now? Why am I not strong enough to leave this? Or like constantly trying to like, you know, get it out of that person. And finally you did. Because if you'll notice, there's an egg in the snake card. So it's that secret. Here's the key. It got revealed. So any other secrets that are yet to be revealed will be revealed. But I think that you kind of come to the end of it. I think that this just kind of tells the story of how you got to where you are. And I think that some of you Sagittarians are feeling like, why did I stay? Like, what am I doing? Why is this the decision that I made? Kind of beating yourself up over it. Like, or even like for those of you that did leave, you know, I feel like that when my two significant relationships broke up, that's definitely how I felt. Alone, battered, beaten, bruised. That's how it feels when you lose a job. So, I mean, I think that it could even be for some of you Sagittarians that the person that you left comes back into your life. And that's the secret that's revealed, is that like some of you are wondering, is this person going to come back? And then all of a sudden it's like they sniff you out. Like they can sense that you're back in balance and that you're trying to get happy again. And then for some of you, it's that you have this King of Cups energy in your sphere and it balances you really well. But then the third person who's in that Three of Pentacles card is the person coming back. So there's a lot of different a lot of different ways that you could play this. But what we have here is the 10 of action. So this is the advice card. It's the final card of the reading. I don't know if you can see it very well since my camera is so shitty, but the 10 of action is the equivalent of the 10 of wands. So you're working too hard. The angels are asking you to find a healthy balance between your career and your personal life. Be willing to ask for help from others in order to lighten your load so that you can take better care of yourself. Straining to make others happy can be harmful to your health. So staying with someone just to make them happy is harmful for your health. Let's see, 10 of action. So you're working too hard. It's very important to balance your career with your personal life. Ask for help from those around you so that all the responsibility isn't on your shoulders. You're overextended and under a great deal of pressure. It's time to lighten the load you're carrying and spend more time taking care of you. It's possible you're trying too hard to please others. Remember that you must love yourself before you can fully love someone else. Release any emotional burdens you're carrying by forgiving yourself and others. So additional meanings of this card: darkness before the dawn, never saying no, all work and no play, stress-related illnesses. So I think that definitely for you guys, the takeaway from this is the idea of darkness before the dawn. And also, it's possible you're trying too hard to please others. Remember that you must love yourself before you can fully love someone else. Release any emotional burdens you're carrying by forgiving yourself and others. Why are you beating yourself up, Sagittarius? There's no need. There's no need. It's all good. It's all going to work out in the end. So I'm really interested in hearing how your July shakes out. So please, please, please share your Julys with me in the comments section below this video, or send me an email over at intuitivetarotempath@gmail.com. Or if you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed doing this reading, I would love to work with you, and you can check out or purchase a reading over at my website, www.intuitivetarotempath.com. Sagittarians, I love you guys. I'm sorry if this reading was a little bit harsh, but it was only harsh because I know that you can handle it because you don't like, you know, mushy, gushy stuff. Oh, poor Sagittarians. So let me know how your July goes, and I will see you in August. Bye, guys.